Ypsilanti County in the bar on 35, and the river bottom back roads that we used to drive. All they would do is prey on my mind and remind me how you just wasted my time. Keep the money I gave you for the bills you couldn't make, 'cause you spent yours on tall boys for your afternoon shakes. Keep my razorback caddy and my rocking armchair. You can keep it all, I really don't care. Only thing I want, yeah, the only thing real, is to cry his voice and how he makes me feel. You can keep all the church, the Morindale Dean, but Tyler Childers is coming with me. Keep the keys you never made me to unlock your door, and my favorite band tee I left on your floor. You can keep all the dishes spoiling in your sink. I've got what I needed and you've got your drink. The only thing I want, yeah, the only good part, were the little feathered Indians tattooed on my heart. You can keep all the church, the Morindale Dean, but Tyler Childers is coming with me. Maybe one day I'll go for a drive down a river bottom back road off Highway 35. But for right now, only one thing still remains. Yeah, only one thing was worth all the pain. The only thing I want, yeah, the only thing real, is to cry in his voice and how he makes me feel. You can keep all the church, the Morindale Dean, but Tyler Childers is coming with me. Tyler Childers is staying with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
atmosphere, your arms around me. Well, I can't believe that you're mine. I'm gonna hold you for the rest of my life. I love to say I love you every day.
He's a great Canadian artist. That is called We Got It Made. Boy, don't we? And before that, a great group called Posey Hill with their brand new single called Keeping Tyler, a great tune about Tyler Childers, who I hear a lot about on this program. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show, live from the Tim Kelly Show studios in Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. And boy, we got some good live entertainment for you tonight. I've got Aaron Lacombe going to be on the program at the bottom half of this first hour. Great artist from the great state of Texas. And then in the middle or bottom half of hour number 2, I've got a young lady by the name of Gable who's going to join us on the program. She just graduated from Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. She will be talking about her new music and a whole lot more. We'll have a good time listening to the stories behind the songs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And how about the songs? Lots of new country music to debut on New Music Monday. We'll get right to it here in just a moment. But first, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other radio stations that do replay this program. Great ones like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, RadicalOnlineRadio.com. We are affiliated with LakeParadiseRecords.net, a great Sony Orchard record label, and CountryRadio.lu in Luxembourg, 93.FM, the only FM station in the area in the UK. So we want to thank them and all their 200,000 listeners for checking out the Tim Kelly Show. We are also on Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search for the Tim Kelly Show and you will find what we call New Country's Best. Well, speaking of New Country's Best, let's get back to the music. I know you guys are country as cornbread. How about this brand new song from my good buddy Stick Tight Akins from the state of Kentucky? It is called Cornbread Mafia on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Down yonder in an old name holler where the road ain't never been paved, there's an old dirt drive, the sides are lined with the bones of an Indian grave. If you dare make it back to that rickety shack with the bearded, intelligent old dude, and take a tiny seed, grow the finest weed, he's a legend of Johnny Boone, yeah. village a few hills over sat brothers Jimmy and Joe. Joe had a knack for business tack. Jimmy sure could grow. But times were hard on the Bickett farm, and tobacco wasn't paying the bills. Joe said, Jimmy, come on, go with me. Got a new crop on these hills. An old log gunner's been chasing ridge runners for so many years. But the town folk round here won't say nothing about the things they hear. When you're hauling that crop and you're running from the cops, he's paid not to stop you. Just good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Well, the hunt was on for the legend known as Godfather Grass. He led the chase across 9 states, yeah, covering up his tracks. They couldn't understand how just one man the people wouldn't betray. It's a silent code of old murder oath, and I'll take that to my grave. An old law gunner's been chasing rich runners for so many years. But the town folk round here won't say nothing about the things they hear. When you're hauling that crop and you're running from the cops, he's paid not to stop you. Just good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Johnny Boone and the Bickett boys, too many more to mention, gave the cops and feds a run for their money and garnered national attention. Was a nice old man, sharp as a tack, never meant harm to anyone. From a tiny seed he left a legacy that'll never be undone. Old law gunners been chasing bridge runners for so many years. But the town folk round here won't say nothing about the things they hear. When you're hauling that crop and you're running from the cops, he's paid not to stop you. Just good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia. Good old boys going good old green. Cornbread Mafia.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I got plates from Texas and Tennessee. Makes it pretty damn hard to find me. People ask me where I'm going and where I'm gonna be. Always had a plan and a dream.
new music from Savannah Ray. That is R-A-E on the last name. That is called Dust Settles. We're getting down and dirty with the new country's best. Maybe the dust will settle here in just a little bit, and I'll have to wipe off my desk or something. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, we're going to kick off another brand new single, and I told this gentleman in his Facebook page that I would be playing him tonight. Matt Stillwell got a great song coming up here called Memory Made. And Matt, I just want to reach out to you and tell you to email me at IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com, and let's hook up for a great radio interview on this program. I'd love to have you on the program. Super talented artist right here, Matt Stillwell, Memory Made, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
17 in a small town world, us good old boys and them down home girls. We meet up at our spot on the bank of Bear Lake. We build a fire and crush those cans, smoke Marlboro stolen off my old man. We chase them girls we've been chasing since the 3rd grade. We broke at curfew every chance we got. And life and love seems simple standing on that dock. Yeah, if I could go back in time and relive those nights, you know that damn it, I'd do it in a heartbeat. The hell we raised, bridges we burned, beers we drank, the lessons learned turned us into who we were born to be. And I wouldn't trade a memory made. That summer gave way to fall, and Friday night lights football. That senior year, we won it all for the home crowd. She was always waiting by the fence for me. In my number 7 jersey, we'd sneak off to that hayloft where we made out. The yellow moon shining through that bar saw us cross those lines. And sometimes I still think about when she was mine. But she was mine, yeah. If I could go back in time and relive those nights, you know that damn it, I'd do it in a heartbeat. The love we made, bridges we burned, beers we drank, the lessons learned turned us into who we were born to be. And I wouldn't trade a memory made. When you're all grown up, you think about your younger days, and all those memories just get better with age. If I could go back in time and relive those nights, you know that damn it, I'd do it in a heartbeat. The hill we raised, bridges we burned, beers we drank, the lessons learned turned us into who we were born to be. And I wouldn't trade a memory made. A memory made. Listening to New Music Monday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I was 5 years old. Worshipped the ground he walked on. Happy was when Dad was home. Sad was when he was gone. By 15 things had changed, and I really can't explain how we went from knowing everything to knowing nothing about anything. Maybe it's all part of God's plan. There's some things we may never understand. So you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love. And you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes or fears like the ones between a father and a son. I never told him that I loved him. I just assumed he knew. And maybe he was thinking that I knew he did too. To this day I don't talk to him much as I should, but I know if I need him, we're all good. So you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love. And you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes or fears like the ones between a father and a son. And you know that you're a grown man when you can think you're wrong, man, for who he is and showing you how to become a dad, to feel the love he had. He did what he thought was best for me, I can see that now. Still you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love. And you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes or fears like the ones. And when he meets you at the gates and says, welcome home, son, well done. Yeah, that's the moment you prayed so hard would one day come, between a father and a son. Between a father and a son.
That is brand new music from my good friends Hurricane Highway. Lead singer Ed Holland right there on the program, Between a Father and a Son. Got that one in my email today. Got it on the radio tonight. Go check them out. Hurricane Highway, their brand new single right there, Between a Father and a Son. Let's put another brand new one on the radio. This one pops up in my YouTube feed today, and when that happens, I get them on the radio. This is Sam Shannon. It is called Moving On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
Every town is a hometown, and every fishing hole is a spot. There's at least one truck in every parking lot. There's at least one guy sitting with a girl at every bar, game, or restaurant in the world. Maybe that explains my trouble and why I'm on this stool ordering doubles. 'Cause when you left town, I thought I was good. I'd have a few beers and I thought I would find someone else in a couple of weeks. But that ain't the case, and that ain't true, and I'm still stuck missing you. I thought I could do it, but I was wrong. Guess I'm bad at moving on. Can't help but look at my phone and see how everything is going. I see you happy as ever, still stuck way back here, working this job and crying these tears and trying not to let you sink in. I need a reason to get out of this town, some lame excuse for me to chase you down. 'Cause when you left town, I thought I was good. I'd have a few beers and I thought I would find someone else in a couple of weeks. But that ain't the case, and that ain't true, and I'm still stuck missing you. I thought I could do it, but I was wrong. I guess I'm bad at moving on. Guess I'm bad at moving on. 'Cause when you left town, thought I was good. I'd have a few beers and I thought I would find someone else in a couple of weeks. But that ain't the case, and that ain't true, and I'm still stuck missing you. I thought I could do it, but I was wrong. Guess I'm bad at moving on. Guess I'm bad at moving on.
His name again is Sam Shannon. Go look that one up. It is called Moving On, and a great new tune. Great young artist right there. Well, speaking of moving on, we've got a great radio interview lined up right now with our good friend Aaron Lacombe. It's our second one. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
Doing fantastic, and you're calling from somewhere around San Antonio, Texas tonight, where it's pretty nice and toasty.
It is nice and toasty. It was 96 last I checked.
96. Man, and the sun's going down, but the temperature's probably barely going down, right?
Yeah, it takes a minute. It gets down as low as like 71 at night, so we get a little bit of relief.
Yep. Been a warm summer, and especially in the state of Texas, man. I'll tell you what, we're ready for fall, that is for sure.
Yeah, I was in Oregon a couple of weeks ago for a show, and it was just so cool to have to come back. Driving back during the day, the temperature's just creeping up and up and up and up the whole time.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, you're doing quite well creeping up on the YouTube videos. Barry was telling me, your publicist, about a couple of songs that you have had videos go viral to. One of them was like a line dancing song. One of them was called the Laundry Song and the Burrito Song.
Yeah, that laundry song thing was the weirdest deal. Somebody called me from Italy. I guess she had heard it on the radio over there and said, I teach English to Italian people using song lyrics. Can I use your song? I said, yeah, sure. Sent her the lyrics. Well, a couple of days later, I guess it was a couple of weeks, she sends me this video of 450 people dancing to the song, like line dancing together to the song. And, man, I was just like, how the heck did this happen? She said, well, a friend of mine's a choreographer, and he heard me listening to the song, and he liked it, and it just worked out.
That's awesome.
Man, you just never know.
Yep, to see 450 people dancing to your song and you're not there even, that's probably going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure, and it was at this big festival in Rome. I mean, it was just the weirdest thing. She sent it to me at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it took me so long to like piece it all together in the middle of the night. Like, what the heck is going on,
Man, they're loving you all over the world, and we're putting you out there too tonight. You're on 15 different radio stations, 3 in Belgium. We got Germany, we got Ireland, we got a bunch of them overseas. And
that's cool.
Luxembourg in the UK, the only FM radio station, and this program's on it. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Definitely get you out there, so maybe we'll go viral again. We hope.
I sure hope so, man.
Well, how did you get started in the world of country music for folks that didn't hear our first interview?
Well, I got started in music real early. I was fortunate to grow up with parents who were very much into music, but it was a lot of, I grew up outside of Detroit. It was a lot of James Taylor and the Beatles and Billy Joel and stuff like that. So I kind of always knew I was going to be into music. And sure enough, by high school, I was in a heavy metal band, you know. But as I got a little older, the songs I was writing were sort of more storytelling than anything. And just over the years, I kind of found my way to country music and just found that that's just the best place to tell a story.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. And boy, that's why I love doing these interviews. I call them the stories behind the songs, and that's exactly what I want to hear, because I get so many song titles that I really don't know, what the song's about. Even when you listen to the song a little bit, I don't know it's about maybe written for a relative that passed away or something like that, until you get to hear the song, and then the lyrics take on a whole new meaning. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And, sometimes they're not about much, or seems any more half the time on the country radio anyway. It's just about beer, dancing,
beer and whiskey.
Yep, trucks.
Yep,
stuff like that.
They're good sponsors though, if you can snag one.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would absolutely love to have me a whiskey sponsor or something.
Absolutely. Got several artists that do actually, and so that's always good to see. We got a lot of good sponsors too, and our publicist is the same guy, Mr. Barry Rogers, and he's just a really, really good guy, and hooks us up with some good artists, and I'm always interested in interviewing his artists, and welcoming you for the second time is a real treat, because we've already talked, and your music's great too, my friend.
Well, I sure appreciate it, and yeah, Barry's a great guy to have in your corner, man.
Yep.
He's always out there doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. And we're doing some cool guitar giveaways with another one of his artists. We're doing one in Branson on the 23rd, and then one in St. Louis, Missouri on the 30th of this month. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about another one for the veterans, for Veterans Week in November here in Branson. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, got a lot of cool stuff going on, and we'd love to see you here too. And we'll get that information to you, so maybe you can make an appearance in this town. Live show capital of the world, they call it.
Yeah, I would love to. I was just through Missouri a month ago or so on my way back I had a run of shows up in Michigan and Ohio and Illinois and all that, and I was just passing through Missouri. I should have thought, these things, you plan them 6 months out in advance,
right,
and then you just kind of they sneak up on you after that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. I keep this live interview schedule on my website, and I'll look at it every now and then, because the week gets crazy, and I'm like, who am I interviewing tonight? A couple hours before you go on the air sometimes, with a busy day, and you're like, okay, I got to get this thing ready.
Yeah, my girl laughs at me sometimes. She'll be like, where are you playing this weekend? I'm like, I don't know. It might be, Atlanta or, somewhere right down the street or whatever. And I just, I don't look at it until a couple days before. I'm like, okay, I got to get on the road.
Well, I've actually got yours pulled up. September 7th, you're going to be at Gringo's Ice House in Fentress, Texas. And then you're going to be in Nacogdoches at the Front Porch Distillery 2 days after that on the 9th. So get ready, all right?
Yep. Yeah, I knew about that one because I have some other stuff kind of planned in and around that, and then that one in Nacogdoches is going to be cool. It's the guy who wrote "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere," Don Rollins and I, we do a little song swap thing, and that's what that show is going to be. Just he and I telling stories, and with Jimmy Buffett having passed away yesterday, I spoke with him a little bit today about it, but I'm just really interested to hear some Jimmy Buffett stories.
Yeah.
He's got them.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, Barry told me that too, and I had it written down over here. I was going to talk about it with you, and you brought it up. So, yeah, we unfortunately lost Jimmy Buffett, and I was looking back. Come Monday was a great song that he had out, and he was playing that on David Letterman when David Letterman was on NBC. I think it was back in '83. He was sitting there playing that song and doing it acoustically with his guitar, sitting in the guest chair right next to David Letterman. So there's one you can check out too. Yeah,
it's funny. I just watched that an hour ago.
Is that right?
And he was saying he was just in a hotel room having a real rough time, and he said writing that song kept him from doing something drastic. He was having a rough time.
I saw that too. Yeah, it popped up on TikTok just actually yesterday because of his passing, no doubt. But TikTok kind of feeds you those kind of things. So, unfortunately, lost him to skin cancer too. Was the cause of death. So Everybody take care of yourself out there in this hot sun. We still got it. You were just talking about it down there in Texas. So that's something that you got to be really mindful of. So
yeah, get that sunblock on.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about one of your songs. We got 3 great ones to play for you tonight, folks out here in Radio Land. One's called Dream Along With Me. Tell me about this one real quick.
Well, I wrote that song during that little blip in our collective health we had a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sort of thinking about, I've been with my girlfriend for a whole bunch of years, and yeah, it was weird. We had live music sort of wrapped up. She's a wedding planner, so she had a lot of adjusting to do. But I was just sitting there thinking how grateful I was to have somebody that I could, sort of adjust with. And even if our dreams weren't going to come true just exactly on the schedule that we thought they were, they were still going to work out. And half the fun is being with somebody and planning and changing.
Yep, man, I love that. Our second anniversary is coming up on October the 10th. So me and my wife,
cool.
We've been together for a long time too, about 12 years, but it'll be 2 being married this October. So we planned a fall wedding because of one thing, the weather. It was 84 the day we got married. Next day it was 59 and rain. So that's how quick it'll change here in Missouri.
Yeah, for sure.
But I absolutely love Branson in the fall and when the trees are starting to turn and everything. So if you get a chance to come, man, if you get to pick a fall date for a show here, that would be the thing I would recommend. It's perfect.
That'd be great, but I imagine even August would feel like relief to me.
Yeah, probably. Well, we're going to play Dream Along With Me from Aaron Lacombe, and then we're going to come back and talk some more with him on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, new country's best on a New Music Monday.
When she closes her eyes, she sees a house along the Guadalupe River, with 2 chairs in the grass out by the fire. And when I close my eyes, I'm sitting right there with her. Family gathered around at supper time, at a table long enough to feed an army. Sundays with the grandkids to ourselves, we ain't ever gonna give them back now, are we? Our dreams may be far-fetched or farther down the road than we'd like them to be. But what good is a dream that's right in front of us to see? Says, honey, I know better than to think that anything in this whole world's a guarantee. I just need for you to dream along with me. There's been days lately things we want grew farther in the distance. In fact, it seems like most of the last year that anything we tried met up with some resistance. Work is only getting harder. We might only have the strength to say goodnight. I'll be at that house along the river, by your side in my sleep till morning light. Our dreams may be far-fetched or farther down the road than we'd like them to be. But what good is a dream that's right in front of us to see? Says, honey, I know better than to think that anything in this whole world's a guarantee. I just need for you to dream along with me.
bump along the road to wherever we may go will make the getting there the sweeter in the end. And if all our hopes and all our plans slip like water through our hands, we'll pick it up and put the whole thing back together again. Our dreams may be far-fetched or farther down the road than we'd like them to be. But what good is a dream that's right in front of us to see? She says, honey, I know better than to think that anything in this whole world to guarantee. I just need for you to dream along with me. I just need for you to dream along with me.
We're having a good time chatting off the air with Aaron LaCombe. We got a great song on the air. It is called Dream Along With Me. Aaron LaCombe from the great state of Texas. Man, you knocked that one out of the park. Great song.
Oh, thank you very much. I still, I don't listen to a lot of my stuff, but whenever I do hear that one coming on, because they play it around here at local radio stations a lot.
Yep.
I'm proud of that one. It's still all right to listen to.
That's awesome. Well, me and you got that in common. I don't listen to my recording shows a lot, but I do listen to the music a lot. And man, if a song touches me, I'm gonna play it on my 3-hour show, and it's gonna be in my ear because that's what it's all about. It's not about my voice being on here necessarily. It's about these artists and getting theirs heard on the radio, yours included.
Well, I sure do appreciate it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a big part of the recording process of my songs, so often I've heard it 1,000 times before anybody else hears it once, So I'm pretty much over it by the time it comes out on the record.
Now, I don't remember talking about songwriting with you the first time, if you are a big avid songwriter, and if so, you probably got several in the can and waiting to be recorded maybe. I don't know.
I do. I have a whole new album getting ready to be recorded. I've got the players all lined up. I've got a lot of the pieces in place, but one of the fun things about it's happened. This will be my 6th album I'm working on.
Wow.
Every album I seem to write my favorite song of the album during the recording process. So I'm sort of excited, looking forward to that.
Hey, that's awesome! Congratulations, man! 6 albums. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess during the pandemic thing, I cranked out 2 that year because what else are you gonna do?
Right.
And all these great players that would normally be on tour were just sitting at home, and so you could get on Craigslist and find I had Coulter Wall's steel guitar player on this record, and he's got a home studio, so I would just send him the tracks, and he'd send back these things, and it was a really interesting time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, you do have a full band too, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, because I'm looking at a full band show October 21st there in Fetris, so give those guys a big shout out.
Yeah, they're great guys. They're all out of Austin, and so when I'm on the road, it's usually just me or I have a pretty good network of somebody. Somebody will be local to a spot. If I'm in New Mexico, I've got people there. I've got a bass player up in Colorado. But these guys in Austin are super good. My main bass player is not going to be able to make that show, so I hired a substitute. But man, I'm really looking forward to playing with them again.
That'll be awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, when the folks go out and see you in a show, I'm sure they're in for a treat. Now, this I want to ask you, too. You mentioned some of the people that influenced you in music that you used to listen to, like James Taylor and others that weren't country, but what can we expect in an Aaron LaCombe show, maybe some of your favorite cover songs that you like to do in a country music show?
I really don't do covers anymore. I kind of stopped. Yeah, oftentimes I'll close the night with one cover, and what I've been doing mostly lately is a Bob Seger song called "Turn the Page."
Oh, nice.
I kind of try to pick something that people wouldn't expect out of me if I'm going to do one.
Well, dude, when you get 450 people line dancing to a song in Rome, I guess you can do whatever you want, right?
You would think, but
yeah.
I just so far, like speed limits still seem to apply to me, and people aren't sending me free stuff all the time. So maybe that's the next level.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, your originals are great, and that's what we love around here. I love playing the original music. People talk about 90s country all the time on the program, and that's actually what got me into country radio, was when those guys from Oklahoma were coming up in the 90s, especially the ones from Oklahoma, because that's where I lived at the time. But I sure love the new music that's coming up, where these young folks are keeping traditional country music alive, and I'm getting a lot of that lately, and a lot of gospel music too, and I'm loving some of that too. So.
Well, I'm sitting here staring at my album, my Garth Brooks box set of LPs my mom bought me for Christmas a couple years ago.
Oh, there you go.
I will not argue with you about Oklahoma 90s country, man. They seem to have it going on.
Yeah.
But, I do like that sort of return to a more original sound, I think maybe Chris Stapleton sort of started that ball rolling, but you got him, you got your Coulter Wall, your Sturgill Simpson, and Tyler Childers and those guys.
Yep.
And those are, man, when you can hear all of the lyrics of a song, because that's clearly the most important thing to them, that's what really does it for me.
Yeah. Man, I opened the show tonight with a great song called Keeping Tyler from a group called Posey Hill, and it's about Tyler Childers that they wrote, and I hear his name a lot. Yes, I hear that name all the time.
It's funny, I played a show at this place in Ohio, I guess 5 weeks ago, and it's in a town called Chillicothe, Ohio. It took me 3 days to learn how to say it.
Yeah.
But it's this tiny little place, and I got done playing it, and they showed me this carving into the wall. I guess it was where Tyler Childers paid all his dues. Like, he played there every Friday for years and years.
Wow. How about that? There's a Chillicothe, Kansas, I do believe, or Missouri one. I've seen that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the road sign. But same deal. Yep. So that is awesome. The Garth Brooks' daughter, got to interview her about a year and a half ago now. Allie Colleen, Garth and Sandy's daughter. She's making her way in country music, but she wants to do it on her own independently too. And then Garth is also dabbling into radio. I don't know if you've seen a lot of this, but Stormy Warren from Sirius XM, who've handed me a couple awards back in 2016 in Nashville for radio, actually left Sirius XM the highway and went to the Big 615 that Garth started on a program called Tune In. And this show also goes over to Tune In as well, because I'm trying to get him to notice us, and maybe he'll pick us as one of his radio shows or radio stations. We sure hope so. That'd be cool.
Oh, cool. I did see that. And actually, there's a song on the new record that Allie and I wrote together that I'm real proud of.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, that's right. I've been seeing about maybe, 6-8 months ago, Barry was taking pictures with her and hanging out. So, yeah, you guys have been together, haven't you?
Yeah, several times we played a couple shows together. And then one time I guess it was right about a year ago, I was in Nashville and got together and wrote this song called Not Okay that may end up being the title track of the new record. I really dig it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, awesome. Well, and she's from Owasso, Oklahoma, just outside of Tulsa. So, that's awesome, man. I love seeing when the artists that we play on the radio here on this program, and been doing this going on year number 11. So, get to know everybody, and it all just seems like it's sooner or later comes full circle, and everybody seems to know everybody and supports the other artist, and then does these cool collaborations like you're doing with Allie Colleen and others. Man, that's neat.
Yeah, that's a really fun part of it. The more, for a long time, songwriting was a really private thing for me, and I never thought about writing with anybody else. But the more I do it, the more I like it. You just, especially when you've been at it for so long, you just get stuck with your own stuff,
Yep.
And it's nice to branch out and get somebody else's ideas in there.
That's awesome. Now, how does that happen for you, those collaborations? Do you go to writers' rounds or anything like that, or travel to Nashville from time to time and do those? Or
I do go through Nashville from time to time, and whenever I do, I almost always reach out to Allie, and then I have another buddy up there named Jeff Cohen, who's a writer. He's written. I played a show with him in Nashville about a month ago, and we were just all playing songs that we'd written. And he started playing the theme to Paw Patrol, which it turned out he had written, or part of it anyways. So it's funny, you know. Everybody's just making money their own way, and then you know.
I play the theme to SpongeBob. Are you ready, kids? All the time.
Yeah. But every time I play with somebody, I will. One of the first questions on my mouth is, "Do you want to write a song?" And you know, a lot of times I never hear back from them. You know, I opened for James McMurtry last year, and obviously it would be a dream to write with him. But you know, little thicker wall to break down there.
Yeah. Hey, it'll happen, man. That's the way it is on this program. You know, I want to do like Barbara Walters. Before she passed away, you know, she did these big interviews with everybody. I mean, every president since Richard Nixon. And I thought, you know, they always say go big or go home. Well, a lot of times I do this show from home, so I go big at home, and you know, try to go for the big interviews. So yeah, don't give up. Keep going, man.
Yeah, you know, the way I figure is they may get the email or whatever it is, and they think, who the hell does this guy think he is? But at least they'll remember my name, you know.
Absolutely. And you got a unique name in the world of country radio too, Aaron Lacombe. So it's Lacombe. So remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see it.
Yeah, please do.
You're going to see it on my playlist today too. That's awesome. Man, I thank you for your time tonight and had another great radio interview with you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Where would you prefer that folks do reach out to you on social media? I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell them.
You know, social media is, if you've got an Instagram, that's the best way to keep up with me, because I'm always on the road with my dog, and you know, that's kind of my day-to-day thing that I update. But Facebook's cool too, and if they want to go Spotify or whatever else, you know, I'm the only Aaron Lacombe out there. It's not like a Joe Smith where you have to so just type my name into whatever it is and you'll find me.
I interviewed a Steve Smith a couple of weeks ago, and this dude from ESPN kept popping up.
Yeah, it's funny. There actually is one other Aaron Lacombe, and he played wide receiver for the Rams like 10 years ago.
Yep.
So every once in a while, people would get him, but you know.
That's awesome. Hey, speaking of football, we are the official radio station of the Kansas City Chiefs here in Branson. They inked a deal with Branson a couple of weeks ago to make them Branson the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. So come this Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Yes, I know the game's going to be on NBC, but you're going to be able to stream it right off of our website at KICRIndyCountryRadio.com. Just hit that Kansas City Chiefs football tab, and right under the Chiefs logo is going to be the game come 7 o'clock. And we'll do the pregame too, probably about 6 o'clock. So
that's really cool.
Going to be a lot of fun.
Kansas, they are obviously not my team, but I had a good friend who's passed away now, and they were his team, and I was sitting in a bar with him years ago when they were having that really good, I don't know if they still have that Dante Hall guy, but
no, he retired. I have his jersey though.
I was sitting there watching the game, and he ran a kickoff back down for a touchdown once, and I mean, he was just having the game of his life. Yeah. And it was just really neat to see my friend enjoying that.
Yep, probably against the Denver Broncos. He was going backwards, actually going to be tackled probably in the end zone, and then he broke loose and went the whole distance. Yep. I watched that game live. Yeah, that was crazy. We were in Kansas City, actually, at a buddy's house, and they were playing at Arrowhead. We didn't go to the game, but we watched it right there in Kansas City. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
Thanks for bringing up those good memories, man. I love it.
You got it.
Appreciate it. Your next song is called Home Is Where You Park It, and then we're going to play one more from Aaron Lacombe tonight. So we'll give you 3 in a row. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Man, I appreciate the time tonight. Tell Barry Rogers we said hello, and actually I'll tell him too. We're going to be talking tomorrow about another guitar giveaway we got going on in the works. So thank you, sir, for your time, and keep as cool as you can down there in Texas, and have a good week of shows too, those ones that you got coming up here in a few days.
I'll do my best, Tim. Thank you very much.
You got it. Home Is Where You Park It from Aaron Lacombe on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Headed north on Interstate 25. If you want to pass me, here's your chance, son, look alive. We hit Raton Pass and start to climb. I'll be pedal to the metal, barely doing 45. I got all the gas I need for miles, but I'll pull off at the exit, maybe rest my eyes a while. Sunrise at the rest stop near Trinidad. There's time for coffee on the roof, we're making better time than I planned. They say you can't take it with you when you go, but I've been gone for 20 years and carrying everything I own. I got four wheels where my roots used to go. I say home is where you park it, and brother, I'm always home. Stares right back at you. You'd be amazed at just how great folks really are. On the highways and the back roads, in the old cafes and bars. They say you can't take it with you when you go, but I've been gone for 20 years, carrying everything I own. I got four wheels where my roots used to grow, and I say home is where you park it, and brother, I'm always home. There's folks that say, give that man some space, he don't seem like he's all there. With a life out on the road, nothing borrowed, nothing owed, makes it pretty hard to care. In the Walmart parking lot, there ain't much to look at, but it's cheaper than an RV spot. There's some guys I met in Tucson last year, they'll be coming through at the same time. We'll meet up for a couple beers. They say you can't take it with you when you go, I've been gone for 20 years, carrying everything I own. I got four wheels where my roots used to go, and I say home is where you park it, and brother, I'm always home. Whoa.
Best in New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Every morning starts the same round here. I get up before the sun appears and start the coffee maker up, pour some in my favorite cup and drink it as I'm headed out the door. The cupboard's full of mugs that work just fine. They're all clean and ready, they just ain't mine. Fading logo's all but gone, the handle barely holding on. The place I got it ain't around no more. Some people People keep their things all brand new and flawless, but I've never been that cautious anyway. So if it works, it's good enough for me. I'll probably let it be for today. Perfect never lasts. As long as you were hoping all my favorite things are a little bit broken. My old truck has seen its better days. 8 miles to the gallon on the highway. The horn stopped working years ago and the AC won't blow cold. It burns about a quart of oil a week. All my friends are driving brand new rigs with heated leather seats and all those fancy things. And mine is like a trusted friend, I couldn't bear to trade her in. She always gets me where I need to be. Some people keep their things all brand new and flawless, but I've never been that cautious anyway. So if it works, it's good enough for me, and I'll probably let it be for today. 'Cause perfect never lasts. As long as you were hoping all my favorite things are a little bit broken. You pick your friends, but not your family. None of mine are perfect, but they're all right by me. Perfect people always seem to suck, if you know what I mean. They're always going on about themselves. I'd rather spend my time with real folks who drink a bit too much and tell dirty jokes, who've made mistakes and lived to tell, been in fights and gone through hell, and aren't afraid to ask a friend for help. Some people keep themselves all brand new and flawless, but I've never been that cautious anyway. If it works, it's good enough for me, and I'm bound to let it be for today. Perfect never lasts. As long as you were hoping all my favorite people are a little bit broken. A little bit broken. A little bit broken.
I just wrapped up a great radio interview with that gentleman. His name is Aaron Lacombe, and that is called A Little Bit Broken. We played 3 in a row from that gentleman, not even triple play Thursday, but that's how we do it when we interview the artist as well. We'll give you 3 plays in a row. Go check out Aaron Lacombe. He is fantastic, and Instagram preferably. He's got a lot of stuff going on over there, and he's got some great show dates coming up in the great state of Texas as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from the Tim Kelly Show studios, live in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got another great radio interview coming up with Gable at the bottom half of this second hour, so you be sure to want to stick around for that as well, and all the great music that I'm going to play in between. How about this next one from Randall King, also from the great state of Texas, brand new single here, and when I saw the title, it reminded me of a Mac Davis song called Hard to Be Humble When You're Perfect in Every Way. Remember that one back in the day? Well, this one is Hard to Be Humble from Randall King on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Yeah, I'm a pretty down-to-earth guy. Never get too low, never get too high. I'm just trying to keep my head on right, but it's been a struggle here lately. Lord knows nobody likes a bragger. What you got or you don't shouldn't matter. But you got me at the top of the ladder. Kinda wanna tell the whole world, baby. No, I can't help talk about you. Walk a little taller in my own boots. Never like showing off for the God. But look at you, baby. How can I not? Ain't anybody else that I wanna be. When every guy in here wants to be me. Walking in with you in my arm. Loving you's easy, but girl, it's so hard to be humble. It's hard to be humble, baby, when I got you. I'm feeling pretty full of myself. Loving on a girl straight off the top shelf. Out of my league by a country mile. Even though it's never really been my style. No, I can't help talk about you. Walk a little taller in my own boots. Never like showing off for the God. But look at you, baby. How can I not? Ain't anybody else that I wanna be. When every guy in here wants to be me. Walking in with you in my arm. Loving you's easy, but girl, it's so hard to be humble. It's hard to be humble, baby, when I got you. I've been on a pretty good road. Everybody I see, everywhere that I go. No, can't help talk about you. Walk a little taller in my old boots. Never like showing off for the God. But look at you, baby. How can I not? Ain't anybody else that I wanna be. And every guy in here wants to be me. Walking in with you in my arm. Loving you's easy, but girl, it's so hard to be humble. Loving you's easy, but girl, it's so hard to be humble. It's hard to be humble, baby, when I got you.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
I was driving to a new big city, starting a job trying to make my living. I was happy till I hit a detour and delay. As the sun came down, I saw a small town, a country diner lit up with neon. Outside I heard the honky-tonk music play. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. In my Vera Wang, I'm looking so fine. Got my Dooney and Burke to go inside. When I walk into the place, every face turned and looked at me. Well, I tossed my hair and held up my head. I could hear the whispers and read their lips. Found a table, more than able to hold my own, you see. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. No hat, no boots, betray my roots. There might be a fox in that chicken coop, so I flat to smell like my jewelry shining in the light. Oh, these clink-up boys with the big truck toys were having fun and making some noise, but it's easy to see they know how to treat a lady right. shoulders and a heart as big as his head. He had a smile like a child on Christmas morning, swept me away without warning when he asked me to dance. I told myself it's gonna be alright. Myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road, riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. Yeah, I'm doing country tonight. Come on, oh, I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl. Come on, oh, yeah, I'm doing country tonight.
That's exactly what I'm doing. New Country's Best. How about that young lady, McKenna Faith Winters? She is live in our chat room tonight hanging out. That gets you a play on the radio. That's how we do it on Labor Day Monday. This is not labor, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely fun. Fastest 3 hours in radio, and we're having a blast. You can join us in the chat room. Head over to our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Scroll down to that Spreaker live radio player. Hit the heart symbol while you're there on the live show, and then double tap that little chat bubble you see bouncing around. Make yourself a free account and come in and say hello to yours truly and all the fine folks like McKenna and others that hang out here as well. Well, I've been saying this phrase for a while now. I love it when people in country music are doing their part to keep traditional country music alive. I found this next gentleman today. You're going to love this song. It is George Highfill is the artist. This is called Too Sad to Sing. Great traditional country on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best.
I used to pour out my heart in a love song, sing it with feeling, that was my thing. I haven't done that in so long, 'cause honey, since you've been gone, a love song is too sad to sing. I rearranged all the shows I've been doing. No more songs about heartbreak and pain. I hated changing my style, but at least for a while, a love song is too sad to sing. So I'll sing about ballrooms in prison, America, let freedom ring. I'll sing about mama and truckers and trains, but a love song is too sad to sing. I'm trying hard to see the bright silver lining in a cloud that keeps pouring down rain. But I'm still getting wet with these tears of regret, and a love song is too sad to sing. So I'll sing about barrooms and prison, America, let freedom ring. I'll sing about mama and truckers and trains, but a love song is too sad to sing. Oh, the love song is too sad to sing.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
A witchy woman with her lying eyes is already gone. An eagle landed on the other side, and we still hear his song. A peaceful, easy feeling fell upon this desperado. Heartache tonight will sure be felt by those of us who follow. Blame it on the boys of summer, blame it on the smuggler's blues. Either way you look at it, I'm a desperado too. One of these nights a new kid in town will take it to the limit, but the sound will never be the same with Outlaw Man not in it. So take it easy, midnight fly, pretty maids all in a row. We'll hang out at the Sad Cafe down the Seven Bridges Road. Blame it on the road to Eden, on those dueling Daltons too. Either way you look at it, I'm a desperado too. So let somebody love you while you still have the chance. Forget the dirty laundry, all she wants to do is dance. At the Hotel California, when hell freezes over, we'll drink tequila sunrises somewhere out on the border. Blame it on the road to Eden, blame it on the smuggler's blues. Either way you look at it, I'm a desperado too. I hear an Eagles song, I want to sing along, I'm just a desperado too.
Two artists in a row keeping traditional country music alive. That is my good buddy Ricky Combs. He has happened to be live in our chat room right now. Popped in while his song's playing. We've been on Messenger before that, but love it when the artists support the program. And right back at you, brother. That'll get you a play every time. And welcome to the program. We sure do appreciate you popping in. I'm a Desperado too. Ricky Combs. Go check that one out. Ricky, by the way, is Rickey if you want to check out Mr. Ricky Combs. And yeah, we're Facebook friends and good buddies. I got his phone number too, and we have chatted on the phone as well. How about this next one from a great Texas female artist? Her name is Jenna Paulette. This is called You Ain't No Cowboy. You might be a desperado, but you ain't no cowboy, on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Monday.
You blew in like a Cheyenne wind, blue green eyes with a whiskey grin. It's almost like you knew I had a heart to steal. Yeah, we danced till the lights came on, kissed me slow to a George Strait song. I had no doubt that you were the real deal. You got the hair They don't make promises they can't keep. Don't say 3 words they don't mean. They don't end it with a text from Santa Fe. Cowboys ain't that way. You got the hand, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at Yeah, you got the hand, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
Another Saturday night and I'm all alone, trying not to blow up your phone, riding around this town. Memories of you on every street I go down. You always wanted me to write you a song that you could hold on to while I was gone, and maybe too late now. Since you walked out, it's all I think about. I've been trying to write that song, the one you sing all night long, the one that makes you think of me when you're feeling lonely. I've been trying to right this wrong. It ain't over now. If I keep you singing somehow, I might keep you holding on. So I've been trying to write that song. Crashing down, it's a hard fall. If I lose you, girl, I lose it all. It's easy to see. There's still a song to sing, baby, please don't leave. I've been trying to write that song, the one you sing all night long, the one that makes you think of me when you're feeling lonely. I've been trying to right this wrong. It ain't over now. If I keep you singing somehow, I might keep you holding on. So I've been trying to write that song. Yeah, yeah. You always wanted me to write you a song that you could hold on to. Well, I was gone and maybe too late now. But since you walked out, it's all I think about. I've been trying to write that song, the one you sing all night long, the one that makes you think of me when you're feeling lonely. I've been trying to right this wrong. It ain't over now. If I keep you singing somehow, I might keep you holding on. So I've been trying to write that song. Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to write that song.
Mr. Nuke Bushner. He is from Parsons, Kansas. I grew up in Fort Scott, about 60 miles from Parsons, and I have been to Parsons many times. And I just haven't met Nuke Bushner yet. We got to hook up, man. He loves to fish, and he pulls some big old catfish out of the lakes, man. He is a great fisherman, great country music artist as well. His latest single is called Write That Song, and we just played it on the Tim Kelly Show. Well, we're going to have another great radio interview tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a treat with this young lady. Her name is Gable. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you doing tonight?
Yes, you are. I'm good, too. Thanks for doing the program. And these folks are in for a treat in Radio Land, getting to hear your songs.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to share them.
Absolutely. I've played you a few times on the radio leading up to this interview, so it's great music, and I want to thank our good friend, mutual friend, Dustin Blankman in Nashville for hooking us up, and he's a good guy. He's hooking me up with some great artists. He's going to be coming to Branson, I do believe. He got invited to come here next month in October, so I'm going to get to hook up with him, and you guys probably have met in person. I haven't met him yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You haven't met him yet?
Not in person.
No, yeah, we have met in person. We've met. Actually, we met at his birthday party this
nice.
this last year. He picks his own artists at a local venue and has a bunch of them perform. And
yep.
I knew a couple of them, and I wanted to come say hello. He invited me out, and we just immediately clicked. And he's been so wonderful ever since.
That's awesome. Did he smoke barbecue for his birthday?
I don't believe he did, which surprised me because he's such a big smoker.
Yeah. He does that every day, so.
Exactly.
Yep. He cooks for a lot of restaurants, I guess, in Nashville. And you mentioned the local. He does the booking for the local there in Nashville, a great venue, and that's a cool place, man. They got cameras above the stage there, and you can see the whole band and everybody's playing. And man, the sound is phenomenal on Facebook Lives.
Oh, yeah. They do a really great job over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations for getting to do that. And I bet you've been doing a lot of other cool stuff in Nashville. But you're not originally from Nashville, in fact. You grew up around the Smoky Mountains, is that right?
Kind of. So I spent part of my childhood, about 8 years, in the Smoky Mountains, but my parents are both from Texas. So at like 8 years old, we moved back to Texas and spent the rest of the time in Texas. But I always loved Tennessee, so I ended up coming back.
Yeah. We're at in East Texas. I saw it was East Texas. Where at?
Yeah, a town called Mineola.
Mineola, okay. I bet my wife knows. She lived in Dallas-Fort Worth area. Her dad is buried in Laurel Land Cemetery in Dallas, where Stevie Ray Vaughan's buried. So.
Oh, wow, that's very cool.
And then I was about, for 20 years, about an hour and a half north of Sherman, Texas, if you've ever heard of it. So.
I have.
I was in Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from originally, in Ada, Oklahoma, for about 20 years before I came back to Branson. So,
well, that sounds like quite the adventure.
Yes. Well, I just talked to a Texas artist. He's down from around San Antonio. Aaron Lacombe was on the program before you came on tonight. It was our second interview, and he's from down around San Antonio, and he said they're still burning up down there. So it's been hot this summer in Texas.
Oh, it's been very hot. I've gotten on the phone with my family talking, and it's beautiful right now in Nashville. We're starting to get some of the cooler weather going here into fall, and I just called my parents and my family up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. I'm starting to go hiking. The highest it is like 80, maybe 90, and they're like, we hate you. Please stop.
Yep, I know that feeling. And we had that a couple of weeks ago, man. It was all over the country. I got in my truck to go to the bank on one of my days off, and it was 118 in there. I took a picture of it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. Well, your trip to Nashville has taken you to Belmont University, and you just graduated from there, I guess, huh?
I graduated about a year ago, yes, it did take me about a year ago, last May. But you're close. You're off by a year, but you were close.
Hey, I've been off by more than that before, so way off. No.
No, yeah, but it took me to Belmont, and I had the privilege of going to school there and learning about the music industry, and being someone who wants to work on the creative side. I think that it's just so important to understand the business aspect of it.
Right.
As my father likes to say, it's not show friends, it's show business. and you got to take care of your business.
It is a business, that is for sure. And I admire you guys, and I say this all the time, for doing it as a business. That, you know, you're entrepreneurs. You produce the music, you write it, you put the pen to paper and do all of that, and then you go into the production studios, you record it. You got to come up with cool logos for merchandise, your website designers. There's a lot that goes into it.
Oh, yeah. There's so many different moving parts. Sometimes it's difficult to keep your head from spinning, but we all manage at the end of the day and come out with some really amazing creative stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I got a couple of good friends that went to Belmont University. You might know them. One of them's Garth's daughter, Allie Colleen. She went to Belmont, and then her best friend, Carly Rogers, did too. So, and I think there's been others. I'm going to say Sydney Hanson, a girl that I just interviewed for the third time, I think went to Belmont too.
Oh, yes. Belmont's a wonderful school. Lots of people go there because of their music business program. They're very renowned for that, even though they also have like an equally as excellent nursing program. Yeah. But I've met Allie Colleen once.
Is that right?
Only one time, yes. And I know you were talking a little bit about this with the artist that was on before me, because they know each other pretty well. But she was having a show here in town, and it was down on Broadway at the Rhinestone Stage, the Glen Campbell Museum. And I was getting to know the folks down there during the time, and decided to come out, support, and see a show, and got to have a quick word with her afterward, and she was she was just wonderful.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I watch her a lot on TikTok. I got the interview on the radio about a year and a half ago, but she is definitely doing her thing and doing it her way as an independent artist, and not using daddy's name or money or any of that stuff. So congratulations to her on what she's got going on. And you too. And you got an interesting name, Gable. Now, I wanted to ask you about this, and I didn't ask you when we talked on the phone, I don't think, the first time, but were you named after this actor maybe by the name of Clark Gable? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Oh, yeah. So I was named after my Aunt Gable.
Your Aunt Gable?
Who was named after the actor Clark Gable.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
It comes around. There we are.
Yeah, it definitely does. My grandmother, she grew up in the Van Nuys area. I went to Van Nuys High School in California back in the day. She was originally from North or South Carolina, one of the Carolinas, but they moved over there to help with the war effort. And she had all these wonderful experiences growing up there. She's actually in Robert Redford's grade in school, and got to know a lot of really old school celebrities and
how about that?
And people, and pass those stories on to us. And she just loved Clark Gable, so of course she had to name one of her kids after him.
My wife, she's listening to us and in the chat room right now. She's working on some projects in the other area of the studio, but she absolutely loves Gone with the Wind, and I do too. That's a long movie, but it's definitely well worth a watch every now and then. If we got 4 hours to kill, we're watching Gone with the Wind, that's for sure.
It's a wonderful movie and a very great old Southern book.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love that. That and the 10 Commandments. That's another 4-hour movie I love. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does have a lot of wonderful movies. It happened one night, The Misfits. I'm actually taking the time to go through and watch every single one of the movies that Clark Gable was in. I feel like I owe it to him, since
there you go.
in a way I'm his namesake.
Carrying it legacy. All right. Well, we sure are love to hear that, because he was a great actor, and lost him too soon, man. I think he was only in his 50s or 60s when he passed away.
Oh, yes. It really was. He definitely had a lot more creativity and different projects and movies left in him. Surprisingly, though, his last movie was also Marilyn Monroe's last movie, The Misfits. And so it's just one of those really fun little old Hollywood facts.
That's awesome. You know, it's interesting that young people like you know that history of all of those movies and have seen those. And then, of course, musically, I hear it a lot, too, of young people like yourself, especially the females, when I ask this next question, maybe who inspires you in the world of country music? And I hear Patsy Cline's name a lot out of young ladies.
Oh, yes. I love Miss Patsy. She was wonderful. She was, one of the first people to ever cross over from country to pop. Yep. And in so many ways, she paved the way for women in country music, because she was real sassy. She had a personality. She was able to pull people in, and in many ways, her, Miss Loretta, and of course, all the few female singers that came before them really paved the way for the rest of us.
Absolutely. I'm going to be interviewing a young lady by the name of Shay Lynn on the 22nd of this month. She is a relative of Patsy Cline, so you guys need to tune in for that, and you'll hear how she's related to her. And she sent me some pictures, too. She goes, this is Patsy's mama right here. So I'll tell you what, that was pretty cool to have in my phone.
Oh, very.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat. You've got some great country music, young lady. So let me ask you, do you write your own material? And I'm sure you probably do.
Oh, of course. Like any other independent artist, I like to be hands-on with every project that I put out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important for me to especially be involved in the writing process, because I think it just comes off as more authentic to you, to the stories you have to tell, and people are more willing to listen.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of listening to stories, your first song is called Rumor Mill. Now, here in Branson, they have this theme park. It's really cool. It's an 1880s theme park, and it's called Silver Dollar City. They got a sawmill out there, but I'm not sure if they have a rumor mill, but they probably do.
Oh, every small town has a rumor mill.
They do, don't they?
Oh, yes, sir.
Reminds me of that song that Minnie Pearl and them used to sing in Hee Haw. Don't be spreading gossip. Get it right the first time.
Oh yes.
That's awesome. So what's Rumor Mill about? And then we're gonna play it here in a second.
Oh yes. Well, Rumor Mill was actually inspired by real events, of course. So specifically, this one group of of mothers. So in the town that I grew up in, like anybody else, there's not much to do and people get bored, so they run around talking about everybody else just because they can. And I was involved in choir, and I was involved in theater, and there was this group of moms that were the theater choir moms, and they would just talk so much garbage about each other. And they would never stop, and they do it in front of the kids, they do it in front of everybody, and
That's
of
awesome.
course everyone around them picked them up, and you just, the things they would say, you never knew if they were completely blown out of proportion or had some grain of truth to them, and it helped inspire this song.
That's awesome. I love it. So Rumor Mill, her name is Gable. We're going to play it right now, and then we'll come back and talk some more. We're having a blast already on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Listen to this young lady sing, folks.
Loose-lipped women in wet pink curls on their high horse beauty chair seats, talking about everybody and their brother, saying you didn't hear from me. Folks round here ain't got much money, good thing talk is cheap. Sit down and I'll tell you, honey, what somebody else told me. Secrets have a way of getting out, and everybody knows your kind of town. Through picket fences and back door screens, it's the daily grind, if you know what I mean. Business hung out like clothes on a line, small town tongues working overtime. Good gossip is hard to kill at the rumor mill. Overall bibs and baseball caps on the porch of the hardware store. Old men sitting and reminiscing about cars and women and wars. They take the truth and stretch it out more and more each time. Ain't nothing wrong with a little white lie. It's a sin, but it ain't a crime. Secrets have a way of getting out, and everybody knows your kind of town. Through picket fences and back door screens, it's the daily grind, if you know what I mean. Business hung out like clothes on a line, small town tongues working overtime. Good God, good gossip is hard to kill at the rumor mill.
Rumor Mill from Gable. It is a great, great song, and I love the story behind it, too, so thanks for sharing that with us.
Oh, of course. Thank y'all for listening.
Yep, those, that used to happen when I had hair. I used to go into the barbershops and you'd hear some pretty good stories and rumors and all that kind of stuff, but I've been shaving my head for a while, and I don't go to the barbershop anymore, so I missed that.
Well, hey, hopefully you go to the hardware store.
There's a story for you right there. Yeah, I hang out at Lowe's once in a while. I walked by the stud finders the other day, and the noise was terrible. I don't know what was going on there.
Oh.
You'll get that here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Stud finder, get it?
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, Lord.
I'll pull a good one off every now and then.
Oh, yeah, too good.
Yeah.
Too good.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's sure been fun having you on the program tonight. We are having a good time talking about old movies and a little bit of comedy. We got it going on.
Oh, for sure. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yep. Now, you did mention a few, we talked about Patsy Cline, but like country radio, who do you listen to maybe growing up that kind of made you want to do something in the world of country music?
Well, it's so crazy because my parents are very conservative Christians, and so for a very long time I wasn't allowed to listen to any kind of secular music. Mm-hmm. It was only until like middle school, high school, I was able to kind of afford my own streaming service and get on there and find everything. And the Chicks were one of the few groups that I really loved, Natalie Main being from Texas and all. Yeah. And her songwriting style kind of going back to that old school bluegrass and tying in the Texas and Tennessee thing, since I am a little bit of both. I really loved her, and she inspired me a whole lot, as did the entire band of the Chicks. Yeah. I really love Miss Dolly Parton. Dolly is one of my favorite people ever. She's just so loving and kind as a person, and then her music is also so inspiring, and she has such range. She's written about everything. She's written for everybody in every genre, and really gives a lot to inspire towards.
Yep, and I believe she is currently working on a rock album right now too, so that's good stuff.
Oh yeah,
from Dolly Parton.
It'll be so good to hear what she comes up with.
Yep, and we talked about Sydney Hansen, a young lady that she's actually in the nursing program at Belmont University in our third interview that we did here a few weeks ago. And Kent Wells produces her, which is Dolly Parton's producer. So I hear his name pop up a lot, too, on this program. So that's good stuff. So, yeah, those are some great ones. You mentioned the Chicks. Boy, the stories in their songs, they went out there, too, a little bit and trying to bury this guy named Earl and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
They tended to do that, but
yes. Yep.
I think despite that, they still have pretty good music.
Yep. And, and I've been telling artists this, our anniversary, me and my wife, coming up in October, and if you ever write a song that somebody gets married to and plays at their wedding, they'll never forget that. So that's just a little something that you might want to keep on the back of your mind. If you write a song that's actually a wedding song, man, it's just, that thing will get played over and over again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, love songs in general are so special and important to people, which is why I love to write love songs, but I want to make sure I'm very intentional about writing love songs. I believe that somebody that writes too many love songs or just love songs is not to be trusted.
Yeah, that might be too. But I tell you, I love a ballad in the world of country music. I sure do. But I also love a fast song that makes you want to get out on the dance floor, and something that just tells a good story in general. So that's why I like to play 3 songs on the interviews from the artists that we interview, and then I got this show called Triple Play Thursdays. When I do that one, everybody gets played 3 times in a row, and that's kind of unheard of in country radio. We were just talking about off the air how hard it is to get radio airplay sometimes, and not just for females but males too, and groups and bands and whatever if they're independent. But I like to showcase that talent and do it for everybody. I don't care if it's a male, female, whatever. Everybody's going to get 3 plays on Triple Play Thursday, and then during these interviews as well. If you got 3 great songs that I can choose from. So.
And that is why you are the best, giving back to the independent artists and to the future of country music.
Well, thank you for that. And you're the best because you do have 3 great songs I can pick from. And actually, I let the artist pick them. You tell me which one you want to play first, and we go second and third. And so that's how that works on the interviews. But thanks for sending me some great music.
Oh, of course. Thank you for sharing it with everybody.
Absolutely, and again, thank our buddy Dusty for hooking us up. Now, you said you hung out at his birthday about a year ago?
I hung out with at his birthday, this current birthday, so it's more like a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a month ago.
Okay, so how did you guys meet? Is what I was leading up to.
We met through Facebook. We have a bunch of mutual... Yeah, I mean, of all the places, especially for people my age, I don't really know anybody who uses Facebook. It's mostly just my parents and their friends being like, oh, you're so big now.
Yeah.
And talking about stuff like that. And,
yeah.
But we just had a couple of mutual friends, and I don't remember if I reached out to him or the other way around, and we just started, kind of talking back and forth. And
wow.
About music and everything, and he invited me out with the rest of his friends and everybody to come say hello for his birthday, and I picked up a piece of chocolate cake at a local bakery. Him being a barbecue and kind of food guy in general, I was like, I gotta bring, it's only right to share one of my favorite places, even though, I was like, maybe he'll already know about it, but he didn't, so I was pretty proud of that.
Well, that's awesome. I tell you what, he's a guy, and he texted me a couple of weeks ago, and then he gives me your number and a digital contact card and puts that on, and so we get together, and me and you talked a couple of weeks ago before we even did this radio interview, and I was hooked from the first conversation, so I was really looking forward to this one tonight. I think you're super talented in your singing, but I just enjoyed talking to you and spending a little bit of time together, and I sure hope to meet you in person one day too.
Oh yeah, I hope for the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's always fun to get to meet the artist in person. And for me, I've done this 11 years, and I've done several shows. We're getting to do the Branson Awards show here on the 10th. That'll be on a Sunday. So getting to meet the artist, you get a whole different perspective of them, and then you really become good friends. I mean, I've done some phone interviews 4 and 5 times with the same folks, and we're really good friends on social media. But boy, getting to meet in person and hang out and visit, it's a really neat thing. I love that too. So.
Oh yeah. There's something just special about getting to see the people who you support and who supported you, and getting to know them a little better.
And going to live music shows, there's 2 reasons that people go to live music. Now, one is to see if they sound exactly like they do on the radio. And then the second, if you're a radio personality, is to get to meet those people that you play on the radio. So that's why I go.
Oh yeah.
We'll pay the money too, and we've done that. In fact, Nicole Witt's going to be on the program tomorrow night. She's originally from Springfield, and about 5-6 weeks ago she was here in town, and we paid our money and went and saw her in a live show, and she's fantastic. So, and she's got a brand new album out, and I'm looking forward to interviewing her tomorrow night. So I tell you what, it's not really competition, I wouldn't say that, but there's a lot of talent out there, even in the females in the world of country music, aren't there?
Oh yeah, there's so much competition between all of us, and I think when you're trying to pursue a career in the music business, you really have to go and have the mindset of, if not me, my friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
If not me, my friends, because at the end of the day, there's not much you can control about it. You can give 110% every day, and sometimes it's meant for you, and sometimes it's not, and you can either be happy for the people that you care about who get it, and then be happy for you, or just be miserable by yourself.
Well, let's not be miserable, but we're going to get you there one way or the other. And I'll tell you what, your music's great, but if you make it even as a songwriter, and somebody else records your stuff and has a great hit with it. We were just talking about a guy that wrote 5 O'Clock Somewhere for Jimmy Buffett that just passed away yesterday. So, that legacy's going to continue for him, because he's going to be hearing that song all over the radio now, and yesterday I saw a TikTok about Jimmy Buffett, and he's playing Come Monday, and of course today's Monday, and I love that song. So, it just takes 1 or 2 that either you record or you wrote to make it big, and then you're on your way, aren't you?
Oh yeah, exactly. I could not have said it better myself.
And then the song becomes a classic. We talk about 90s country all the time. 25 years ago that started, maybe more. So,
oh wow.
So yeah, that's what got me into country radio. And 1999, I had my first radio gig in FM radio. So I've been loving the music for a long, long time, and it just keeps getting better and better. I love the traditional country that we've been playing tonight, and that's still a big thing in country music, keeping alive. I love it. Some of your favorite venues in Nashville. You mentioned the Rhinestone one for Glenn Campbell. What's some of the favorite ones that you've played? And I know you've been to the local.
Oh, yes, the local, of course. There are so many wonderful, amazing venues here in town. I play at a bunch of different farmers markets around Nashville, in Nashville. I'm starting to pick up some of my own shows, too, so some transitioning from those writers' rounds and showcases to kind of having an opening for other people, and doing stuff is like the next big leap for me.
Okay. Awesome. Well, congratulations on all of that, and I hope you make it big in the world of country music and be able to use that degree that you got at Belmont University to the fullest, and love living your passion and doing what you want to do. And boy, we'll sure keep playing you on the radio. Keep sending me some good music, all right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Her name is Gable. Where would you prefer folks reach out to you on social media if they want to check out some more of your music and hopefully buy some of it and stream it?
Oh, yeah. If y'all want to follow me on social media, be sure to access all of my different social media links through my website. They're at the top of the page. My website is www.gable, G-A-B-L-E, HEA.com.
Okay. And, it's he just like T, H-E-A, Gable He. So check her out and .com, and I've been looking at your website the whole time. So thank you for a great interview. And your latest single is called Diamond in a Rhinestone. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, Diamond in a Rhinestone World is really about, self-love and acceptance. I think in an age where we have so much social media, influencers, Photoshop, all of that, and as it keeps evolving and changing, it just keeps getting more and more difficult for women not to compare themselves to everybody around you. Mm-hmm. Especially, as women, our bodies change like pretty much every 5 years,
yeah.
Give or take, and learning to love and accept it and grow and change with it in new ways can be a challenge. And so I just wrote this song about loving and accepting that, and also just loving and accepting who you are, and standing up for yourself and saying, this is who I am. I'm not going to be a fake version of myself, and I'm going to be authentic.
Absolutely. I love that. Well, Glenn Campbell had a big hit with Rhinestone Cowboy back in the day. I grew up listening to that one, so I love it. And Diamond in a Rhinestone World, you got to stand out among the others, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you definitely do that, Gable, just on name alone, after being named after Clark Gable, after your aunt, so that's good stuff. And you're definitely going to stand out in the world of country music as well, and we're going to keep playing your stuff. So come back anytime. I'd love to talk to you again. It's been a blast.
Oh, yes, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and have a good Labor Day, all right? It's almost over, but if you have to go back to work tomorrow, hopefully not, but have a good rest of your week, all right?
Oh, all right, you too.
Okay, Diamond in a Rhinestone World. Her name is Gable on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Now that I've finally discovered God designed me in the perfect cut and color, I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. You're gonna see just what I'm worth someday. I'm a diamond in a rhinestone world. Ain't ever gonna be that counterfeit girl, some made-up version of myself who lives to please somebody else. Gonna keep on sparkling, gonna keep on shining like a diamond in a rhinestone world. It wasn't easy, took a while to realize the truth that set me free, find the beauty in disguise. Now I understand what life's about. Gotta love yourself from the inside.
The best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I don't go out looking for trouble, 'cause trouble's looking for me. Waiting there right around the corner when I'm just walking down the street. Well, you'll find one, you'll find the other. Don't believe me, ask my mother. Trouble, 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 that's what they call me. Yeah, trouble, 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 T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I swear I never was a bad girl, just the wrong place, the wrong time. I made mistakes, but that's the breaks. Don't make it out to be a crime. Had way too many walks of shame. It ain't my fault, but I'll take the blame. Trouble, 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 that's what they call me. Yeah, trouble, 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 T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I always getting over my head. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Some days I'd rather stay in bed. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I've had a case of you since I was barely 2. Trouble, 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 that's what they call me. Yeah, trouble, 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 T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Ain't looking for trouble, trouble, trouble. I ain't nothing but trouble, trouble, trouble. Ain't looking for trouble, 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 T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
Man, I don't have any trouble playing that great song. Her name is Gable. Go check her out, GableHEA.com. She's hanging out with us live in our chat room right now after a great radio interview that we just did. Our first one, there will be more. She is fantastic. GableHEA.com. Go check her out and tell her Tim Kelly sent you over there. Welcome to the third hour of the Tim Kelly Show, live from the Tim Kelly Show studios in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got 60 more minutes of the best in new country coming straight ahead. Let's kick it off with the title track of the latest EPK from Jonathan Lynn. It is called The Image of Me on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Monday.
Yes, I know she's the life of the party, and without her, things here would die. Oh, but don't be fooled by her laughter. She has her sad times, she knows how to cry. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud, and with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me. Yes, I met her in a little country town. She
was simple and old-fashioned in some ways, but she loved me till I dragged her down. Then she just gave up and drifted away. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud, and with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range. If you want fast-paced freedom, boy, you better leave. If you can't fold the dead man's hand you hold, don't put your chips on me. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room aflame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Oh, lonely desperado, when you gonna see that you've been sold on fool's gold? Your hard to live in won't come cheap. If you can't quit the saddle, leave it in the barn. Kick off your boots, boy, you can shoot the moon here in my arms. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Ooh, love me like an outlaw. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me, if you're gonna love me like an outlaw. You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range.
Her name is Calzy Kulick. That is her brand new single. It is called Love Me Like an Outlaw. I do love me that song for sure. And I do love me a ballad in the world of country music. How about this one from my good friend Jason Black? It is called I Don't Want to Move. And you shouldn't. We got more music on the way on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Hold my hand a little longer. I'm not ready to let go. Let me stay and grow a little stronger before I try this on my own. My heart is aching and my steps unsure. Till I wake, it doesn't matter anymore. So I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. Let me hide a little longer from this loneliness inside. Save me from another morning where all I long for is the night. I know I promised I would be alright, and with my eyes closed it doesn't feel like I lied. So I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. It's right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. I know that I must say goodbye, wake up and move on with my life. But please forgive me if I take my time. 'Cause I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. It's right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. It's better than the truth, it's living without you. It's more than I can do. So I don't wanna move.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I can't hang around here much longer, 'cause this town don't feel quite like it used used to. The painting on the water tower takes me back when we were young. Just a thought passing through. Never thought that we'd learn the hard way. When I'm blowing smoke and you're drinking whiskey, we bring up the past like somehow we missed it. The good and the bad never felt like it should. So I drove away from the mess that we made as fast as I could. Do we have to talk about it? No one ever really doubted if the sky's really blue. Summer nights and summer days, I wish that it would rain. Let it all wash away. Well, cheers to the moments we had. When I'm blowing smoke and you're drinking whiskey, we bring up the past like somehow we missed it. The good and the bad never felt like it should. So I drove away from the mess that we made as fast as I could. And I'm blowing smoke, never felt like it should. So I drove away from the mess that we made. I drove away from the mess that I made as fast as I could.
Her name is America Allen. That is called Fast As I Could. You got the blowing smoke from a car sound in the video that she did to that song. Go check it out. It is super done. America Allen, Fast As I Could. God bless America on this Labor Day weekend. Absolutely. Well, I'm scrolling through my YouTube today and find this artist and getting him on the radio now tonight. His name is Edwin Miller. This is called These Days on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Labor Day Monday.
Working day and night ain't working for me. It's my only way out, like therapy these days. Preacher man said healing comes with time. It sure ain't working with this heart of mine these days. I know God's got a greater plan. But sometimes it's hard to understand.
Try that road that you grew up on. You only get so many until they're gone. These days, well, I've been thinking about putting me some roots in the ground, buying 20 acres on the outside of town. 'Cause one of these days I'm gonna need a little settle down. These days are gonna come and go. They move too fast and they move too slow. And call up mama while you got the chance. These days ain't paved in gold. Fight your fight or lose your soul. And tell dad that you love him while you can. And try that road that you grew up on. You only get so many until they're gone. These days, these days, whoa. The days go slow and the years go fast. So breathe it in and make them last. These days, these days.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
J. Michael Adams, 35, Kentucky born, and he survived by his wife and his 3 boys. Good Lord. Plain wooden casket, peace lilies in a wicker basket. Dry eyes, it's no surprise. He was living on borrowed time. Who did it? Who done did it? Somebody took one for the team. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in peace. His mama's still crying, and the preacher keeps on lying. No, he was not a man of God, 'cause he'd been called too many times. He was a thief and a cheater, a natural born deceiver. But the moment that he beat her, his ass was mine. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in peace.
Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. She is a great artist from the state of Kentucky. A couple of months ago, we had a great radio interview as well. Rest in Peace has a great video to it. You need to check it out on YouTube. Tells a great story of J. Michael Adams and how he has to rest in peace. Taylor Austin Dye. Go check it out. Fantastic. Well, coming up on September the 23rd, we are going to be doing a guitar giveaway from Nashville Guitar Works and my good buddy Carl Wayne Meekins. He is actually going to be doing this thing with us. And Carl Wayne Meekins' Facebook page, go over there, like it, nominate someone who you think should win the guitar, and we're going to give it away September 23rd at the Branson Star Theater at beautiful Branson Star Theater behind the Olive Garden on the 76th Strip. And Stevie Lee Woods, the Nashville Roadhouse Live Band, have signed the guitar. Leona Williams and her son Ron have signed it. Jeannie Kendall, Carl Acup Jr., a host of other folks. And so it's going to be a fun night of country music, and some lucky winner is going to win a guitar. Let's play one right now from Carl Wayne Meekins. It is called A Color for Lonely on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Labor Day Monday.
She showed me her favorite pictures as I painted her bedroom walls. This one's my son's graduation. He's a doctor now with kids of his own. Here's one of my late husband. I still think about him day and night. That's why I'm changing the colors. I'm just trying to move on with my life. But I don't have a color for lonely. I can only cover over the past. No, I don't have a color for lonely, and I can't paint yesterday back. Wish I could ease the pain, make it go away, but I don't have a color for that. No, I wish I had a color for lonely. He told me his wife up and left him for someone that she just met. Now there's a for sale sign in his front yard that he's just trying to forget. Could you patch up the nail holes where pictures of us used to hang? Thought I could live here without her, but man, I can't. No, I don't have a color for lonely. I can only cover over the past. No, I don't have a color for lonely, and I can't paint yesterday back. Wish I could ease the pain, make it go away, but I don't have a color for that. No, I wish I had a color for lonely. Hundreds of houses I've painted o'er the years, but I haven't found yet a color that goes with tears. No, I don't have a color for lonely. I can only cover over the past. No, I don't have a color for lonely, and I can't paint yesterday back. Wish I could ease the pain, make it go away, but I don't have a color for that. No, I wish I had a color for lonely.
New and exciting.
Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.
Maybe it wasn't our time, so why did we hold on? We were so innocent, amateur and young. We couldn't handle every promise that we made, but we both knew back then we couldn't walk away. We were crying outside your parents' house, trying to figure out who to blame. I knew it all along, I couldn't give it away. If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it. Another year gone by, and when I close my eyes, I see you in the top-down Jeep, singing Sweet Child of Mine. When I'm driving down the back roads by your house, yeah, I wonder, are you better now? If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it. The first one who broke it. Would have traded anything just to do it all again. Get my heart back from the one that never loved me like you did. If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one. For my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it.
That is Annika Katharina. She is from Vancouver, British Columbia. That is a great song right there. It is called Broke It. She works with my good buddy, Mr. Clyde Hill, former manager of Nickelback. He is now working with Annika Katharina from Vancouver, British Columbia. Good stuff on the radio tonight. Well, speaking of good stuff on the radio, we're going to be at this event called Freedom Jam USA on September 30th. I'm going to get to MC some of that event. It's going to be a fun time. You can still get your tickets at freedomjamusa.net. That is the website. They are also a show and radio sponsor. It's on our sponsors tab of our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist is going to be performing live at Freedom Jam. He is Jesse Vaughn. This is called Something Brings Me Down on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Riding in a Pontiac to Memphis, Tennessee. Looking down the road just as far as I can see. Lately it seems I've been trying real hard to survive. Lord, is it a wonder that I'm still alive? Ain't got a thing but my boots and worn out jeans. Ain't got a nickel's worth of anything it seems. But I'll keep on going, or do my best to try. If I don't see the daylight soon, I think that I might cry.
'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Now I'm sitting on a bar stool, drunk out of my mind, way beyond the point of walking out at closing time. So I'll stay the night, 'cause this is my new home. So help me off of this bar stool, 'cause I can't stand up on my own. 'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Something brings me down.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
The 2x4s that built that house, the hammer and the nail, the cotton in your shirt that you wear to work, that you bought on sale, the cigarettes you smoke, the whiskey in your coat, that's in every single bar, the rubber on the road, the stitch that was sewn, the leather in your car. Came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states before you even bought it, stand by hand somewhere, straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up, you think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around. Them Carhartt people driving them diesels sure make it easy on us. They put it on the table, can't find them on the label, but man, you can trust that it came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states before you even bought it, stand by hand somewhere, straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up, you think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around, little farms, little dreams make this big old world go round, yeah. It came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck haul. called it C9 States for you. Even bought it stamped by hand somewhere. Straight from a place that you never heard of. Hours on the clock that somebody burned up. You think it just fell out of thin air, but everything right here starts way out there. When it came out of nowhere. Little farms, little towns, there's a little few left around.
They are the great group Sutherland. Go check them out. They are fantastic. That is called Came Out of Nowhere. Well, that's where I found this next gentleman. He pops up in my email, and about 3 weeks ago, we had our first great radio interview. His name is Steve Smith with the Steve Smith Band. That's where you want to find him. This is called Baby Hold On. He is from West Virginia, by the way, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
In this moment I'm in, standing in front of you with all our friends. I know you're scared to death, and I am too. When I look in your eyes, there's nothing we can't do. So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Life's never been a Mercedes-Benz, but with you in my arms, all that ends. I feel invincible when I'm with you. Take my hand, love, do you feel it too? So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Now the preacher man is ready, the choir's singing too. No time to panic, love will see us through. So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and dads did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Oh baby, hold on.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
The 35's humming down the blacktop. Hayfield through the windshield backdrop. All the girls wearing out the tank tops in this mapped out town. We got everything from straight drain, brake bumping, Kenwood cranked up so loud I'm about to break something. Whoa, we've got the sun in the sky and the good times waiting on us. Whoa, we're gonna shoot out the moon and burn this bonfire. We got the country on strong and little blue jean bones burning hotter than a lighter. Whoa, we're gonna set this summer on fire. just so she can tick-tock it. She got my heart sparking like a bottle rocket. She's like playing with flames, but I can't stop it. Whoa, we got the sun in the sky and the good times waiting on us. Whoa, we're gonna shoot at the moon and burn that bonfire up. We got that country on strong, my little blue jean bomb, burning hotter than a lighter. Whoa, we're gonna set this summer on fire. Yeah, we got everything from straight drain, brake bumping, Kenwood cranked up so loud I'm about to break something. Whoa, we've got the sun in the sky and the good times in our cups. Whoa, we're gonna shoot at the moon and burn this bonfire up. We got the touch on strong and little blue jean bombs burning hotter than a lighter. Whoa, we're gonna set this summer on fire. Whoa, we're gonna set this summer on fire.
That is a great group called Two-Lane Summer. That is called Summer on Fire. This is the unofficial last weekend of summer. Labor Day is how we're going to end it. And we hope you've had a good summer. Maybe it'll start cooling down a bit. If you want to check out the full weekly weather forecast, that is also on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Well, you heard this next lady introduce the show or make a liner for me. I appreciate that. She is from Hope, Arkansas. My good friend May Estes. This is her latest single called Town Left Me on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Almost missed the turn of my mama's house, just looking around at all the things that have changed since I rolled out. That brand new coffee shop used to be a gravel lot. It was the home game hangout spot, and now it's not. And it's real clear to see that we're through without me. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. I just ran into Miss Robertson, my next door neighbor growing up. She said hi back, but I'm not sure that she recognized who I was. How can a place such a part of me move right on without skipping a beat? Cover my handprint with fresh concrete, paving over my memory. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. On the outside looking in, wishing I was part of it again, and go back every time I can, but time marches on like that high school band. And that sun will go up, it'll come down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, they're breaking new ground and ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back,
you dancing on that bar, double stopping and stealing hearts. You were lighting them up. I was stuck across the room. You smiled at me and I couldn't move. Girl, you had me starstruck. About 20 minutes later, I was stepping outside, but I knew for the rest of the night you'd be stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. Like a light switch, girl, you turned me on. I was nowhere close to being gone, but I could have swore that I was drunk. By the way my head was spinning round, I was screaming out above the crowd. So girl, I gotta be upfront, 'cause I've seen a couple hundred girls in my time, and you're the only one I got on rewind. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pull me in close, pour them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. See, normally I would skip it if I ain't feeling the beat, but tonight you're steady on repeat. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head.
Hopefully I played something that'll be stuck in your head for a while. His name is Seth Mills. Well, that's going to do it for me. I want to thank Aaron Lacombe and Gable for joining me tonight. Tomorrow night, Nicole Witt and Danny Stefanati will be on the program. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time on 2 for Tuesday. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio.
to turn me